What's going on, everybody, and I hope you're having a great day. I'm holding the camera, which I know a lot of you hate, but you're gonna have to just let that happen today, because in front of me right now is the Platinum Pro Supercharged Edition. It just pulled in. I haven't been in the car yet. Actually, that's a lie. I put my water and my hoodie in there to go running, which on the first impressions drive at the end, that's where I will be ending up. But I haven't started the vehicle, haven't really done anything other than put my hoodie in there. So I figured we're gonna turn this camera around in a minute. I'm gonna show you what it looks like with the new grille. Then we'll pop the hood, take a little engine bay tour, and then I will do a cold start. Although it did just drive down from New York, so it won't be very cold. But anyway, we'll do a startup, couple revs, and then we'll be on our way. I don't know why, but I am so nervous right now. I'm nervous. But you ready? So let's do the intro, and then when you come back, we'll be looking at a truck. Okay, let's start right here because we know what it is. And we're coming around the front. And look at that grill, huh? It is amazing to me how much this grill makes a difference. I'm obsessed with it. I know a lot of people told me to get another grill because it was hard to find this and it was really expensive. But just the Toyota, the old school heritage right here, I love it. Fits perfectly for what I was trying to do with this truck. And behind the grill is where we start to see the magic. So this is what the outside looks like. All blacked out except for the Toyota in front and the Platinum badge on the side. That's the only thing that's going to remain silver in color. Everything else blacked out. Figure out something with these headlights too, but let's pop the hood. So when I came in to pop the hood real quick, I just turned the options on just to see what the MPG for the trip was. Look at that. I hope you could see that. 23.5 the gentleman who drove this down got with the supercharger. 23.5. Did you ever think you would see a Tundra get 23.5? So that's the secret of the pros, guys. Everybody talks about the fuel mileage. I can tell you right away that all you have to do is get a supercharger. So get yourself $7 grand and get a supercharger. But let's pop the hood and go look. Alrighty. Now I'm seeing this for the first time too, and that is sick. There it is. It actually has a cool logo on it. I don't know if I showed you this when it was in the box. Supercharged by Sparks Parts. So now there's no better time than right now to go use that Tundra 234 5% and get yourself one of these. Look at the size of this airbox. It's huge. You know, it could be the same size as the stock airbox. I don't even know. It looks big. Everything is just crazy to me right now, to be honest. This is surreal. But it really gives the engine a great look. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put you on the tripod and we're going to do a little cold start. All right, here we go. I'm now backing out of my driveway. I apologize in advance for how scatterbrained I'm going to be while driving this thing, because I don't know, I'm just in shock right now. I have a supercharger. So this will be the first time I go anywhere with the truck with the supercharger. Oh, yep, heard it right away. I'm telling you, this is not going to be, I'll put it to you this way. There's going to be comments where people are like, you need to stop mumbling. Sorry. I'm sorry. Other than the fact that I had 2 cups of coffee before I received the truck and then came right outside and now we're driving it. I'll do my best to do a great impressions video for you here, but we're pulling up to the stop sign where we do our acceleration test, which we will do here. And we're gonna see what this thing's all about. This is just nuts. This is just nuts. Got a couple cars we're gonna wait for. I'm not shutting the camera off. I'll just talk and we'll figure it out at the end. In that little road I just drove from, actually, we'll talk about that in a minute. You guys ready? Pulling out. Here we go. Yo. This thing's nuts. I don't know how good the camera sound is, but the supercharger whine was evident there. I think I'm gonna go over into the fast lane here. Oh, you jumped in front of me, guy. This is nuts. This is nuts. That'll be the theme of this video. This is nuts. So from what I was gonna say before, that little access road to get up to the main road here, I was driving just normal 20, 25 miles an hour, nothing crazy, and you didn't even hear it. And that's the good part about it, is it's not intrusive when you don't want it, but when you step on the pedal, yep, you're gonna hear it. And this is gonna be an interesting test we do going forward with this truck. Everything in that in that quick little like quarter mile deal we just did, everything is okay. Let's go again. Hold on, I got someone in front of me, but half throttle, you hear it. Oh yeah. Oh, this thing's gonna get me in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. I need to do what the plan was, which the plan was to drive it daily driver, see how much gas mileage we could get out of it. But this thing's insane. Every once in a while you'll hear me I can't even talk. Every once in a while you will hear me talk about the Tundra feeling sluggish and heavy, and those days are over. I can tell you that from the 2 seconds now that I've driven it. It just feels light on its feet. So like I'm at 55 right now, but as soon as I put the pedal down, yep, as soon as I put the pedal down, it just wants to go. It drops the gear, it goes. There's nothing extra. Oh, I hope you guys can hear that supercharger whine, because that is just, I am never going to be able to own a vehicle without a supercharger again. Wow, this is going to be something. Right now, I started this ride with 23.5 mpg. We're down to 23. Probably because I'm going to have some trouble keeping my foot out of this thing, at least for the first little while. Unbelievable. I'm trying to think of stuff to say as a driving impression for the vehicle. Like I said, the Tundra to me, the 5.7 liter iForce V8 has always been great, but this is the missing ingredient. TRD people, if you watch my channel, if you're listening, David Wilson, who's the head of TRD for NASCAR, tell your friends they need to bring back the TRD supercharger to make this an option you could get at the factory. But listen, oh, it's just nuts. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Probably my worst impressions video ever, but there's nothing more to say. It is insane. But they need to bring back the TRD supercharger so you can get it at the dealership, you know? Big thank you to Frank Ford. Big thank you to Galt Toyota. Big, huge thank you to Adam Savage, the mechanic that worked on this, the Toyota Master Tech. I thank him for doing this. It was his first one, so he did a great job, I can tell already. They went out and test drove the truck for about 100 miles, Frank and Adam did, because they wanted to make sure I wasn't going to throw a code or anything like that. And then they drove down. Obviously the trip was, I don't know, I think it's about 4.5 hours. So they drove down on that. So I think we're looking good as far as codes go or anything like that. Just going to enjoy this thing. We're going to learn a little bit about it. I like it. I wasn't on the pedal a lot there. I'm like, you hear it? I'm like quarter throttle, just getting up to speed, and you still hear a little bit of the whine. But that's what I want. Listen, you spend this kind of money, you want to hear it, right? You don't want it to be too quiet, but it's not intrusive. It's not like buying an exhaust that's insane, you know, and it's like always droney and annoying. It's just awesome. There's no other word for this thing. But as far as the truck goes, it brings it alive a little more than it already was. I always felt like the Crew Max body, or the Crew Max cab, made the body feel a little bit heavier. I was coming from double cabs. The double cabs felt a little springier on their feet, and now this kind of takes care of that. If you have a Tundra and you have the means, go buy the supercharger. Trust me, Magnuson did a great job here. Oh, the reviews are nothing but good that I've read, and I just can't wait to do all these tests with this thing, and there will come a time where I want to, you know, drive this thing like a normal human being. it's just going to be a great ride, and I'm glad you're all along for it. And it's because of your support that we can do things like buy a supercharger for this truck. But this truck's new nickname is now the Money Pit, because we got a lot vested in her, and you know, that's just the way it is, and I'm not mad at all. This channel is built around this truck and will continue to be built around this truck. When the new design comes out, we'll figure out how to get one without getting rid of this truck, because I now have a supercharged Tundra. Never drove a supercharged Tundra. Never saw a supercharged Tundra up close. Only pictures. So now I have it, driving it. It's awesome. And to make my point a little clearer to you, right now I'm doing 55 miles an hour. I'm barely on the throttle, 1,500 RPMs. It's like it's not even there. It's just the getting up to speed, and when you nail it, that's when you hear it. So if you're the type of person that doesn't want noise, you just want the power when you need it, Magnuson Supercharger, check it out. You need to go to Sparks Parts, use the Tundra Dude 34 promo code to save the 5%. That's gonna knock off a few $100s. So it's definitely worth it. Jamie from Sparks Parts, my man, I'm sure you're going to watch this. Thank you for working with me. Thank you to all the employees at Sparks Parts. This is a Sparks Parts Magnuson Supercharger in this truck, and I'm proud to say that. So as a wrap-up for the driving impressions, it's everything I thought it would be and more. There are times I was second-guessing myself from doing it, A, because of the cost, B, because, you know, again, this is what we always talk about. There's that taboo with forced induction systems for vehicles that it'll damage it, it'll shorten the life of the engine. But the Tundra Dude 34 YouTube channel, this is what we're going to learn. Does it do that or not? And as of right now, I couldn't be happier. So, comment below. Go crazy. Let me know what you think. If you're going to be the guy who writes the message like that was a terrible first drive impression, just don't. It's cool. I get it, because I'm telling you, I'm just too excited. And this is what I do. If you're new to the channel, when I do first drive impressions, I don't go for a drive by myself before I do it with you guys. You guys are with me on my first everything. So when I get in the truck the first time, you're there. When I start the truck the first time, you're there. Driving to wherever I gotta go the first time, you're there. That's what my impression videos are about. I have a few up on the channel with the 1794 TRD, with the 2016 Scion FRS, the orange one I had last year, that was lent to me, 4Runner, Highlander. It's all real world first actual drive impressions, and that's how I do it, because whatever comes to my mind when I'm driving the truck, I want you to know immediately. I don't want to study up and write stuff down. If you want that, there's other channels that have that, but this is just pure joy and excitement. This is like a 12-year-old kid on Christmas morning, and all he wanted was that bike, and he got it. Well, this is my bike. So I thank you guys for watching. Again, go below the video and comment on what you think. Are you pumped? If you want to let me know what videos you want to see sooner than later about the Supercharger, go for it. I have plenty. I'm going to break them up a little bit because there's going to be other stuff I want to talk about. Last but not least, I keep remembering some of the things I want to talk about now, is we're spending all this time talking about the Supercharger, but let's not forget the grill. The grill looks sick. The grill ties it all together. I like the Platinum grill a lot, do not get me wrong, but this grill is exactly what this truck needed to bring it all together. So now we are totally blacked out, other than the Platinum badges and the Toyota Heritage part of the front of the grill. That's it. And that's exactly how I want it. So what's next for the Tundra? I don't know. You guys tell me. So Twitter and Instagram, TundraDude34. Like, comment, share, subscribe. All of the fun stuff that we always talk about. I couldn't be happier. Guys, thanks for being along for the ride with me. I am so thrilled right now. So, like I said, we'll see you later, and let me know what you think.